Good morning. Well, story of my life. I'm not happy with the sketch. And I'm going to try to show you why. I've added this line back in the face here to help. Her eyes are too far apart, and I'll show you why I know that, other than looking at the sketch, which I have put up here for you. I think you're able to see it now. So the problem is, of course, that I have pretty much got this all set, except I came back in with the hair. But, you know, all of this is not going to rub off. So I'm going to probably do a little gessoing. But let me just show you some important stuff. We know that our eyes are the size of our eyes across this way. Okay, of course each eye should match. I don't think this one does. But the distance between the two eyes should be the length of one eye. And so let's look at the over here if we can. I'm going to move it kind of center for a second. And I'm going to use this to show you, to measure. But if I lay this at the point here and put my finger, and then I move that over to that point, let's see, let me get it back here. I had part of it covered up. Okay, so that's how wide the eye is. And so if I move my finger over to that edge, you see how it comes just nearly to the point of this eye? So that's what I'm going to aim at with her eyes. And what I think is, number one, I want to move this eye over a little bit. So I'm going to take out some of that, and I'm going to bring it over, like here. And if I take out, let's say that much, and I measure again like this, that means this eye here needs to start somewhere in this area here. Okay, so it's kind of like starting all over, isn't it? But that's okay. I am not going to put paint on this canvas until I am happy with the sketch. So I'm going to get a brush out, and I'm going to brush a little bit of gesso, just that will help me a little bit. So a little bit of gesso over to the side to pull from. You could also just use gesso as your medium to move around the charcoal. But I don't want the opaqueness all over just yet, so I am not going to do that. I do want to get this white here. Okay. Take out a little bit of that nose. And while I'm at it, I might as well make the nose a little longer because that will make me happy. So much for that. And the whole point of this is don't be afraid to change your mind. Another thing I wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see where okay, the last time we stopped I had the ear right here, and that's this morning I swiped a little charcoal there, but I'll show you again the measuring on the model. First of all, notice that the nose and the ear fall kind of on the same line, and but the other thing I want you to notice is this line. I dropped it. Here's another one. This line that I added here is the side of her face. If I measure from that line to like the middle of her nose, roughly right there, and then I go over, wait a minute, up here, the middle of her nose, and then I go over to that line, and it's almost twice that amount. So that's what I'm doing over here. See? So that should be a better position for them. I want to keep her round eyes, and I want them to be here, and I'm going to move that over. And I believe this eye was going to move on over to here, wasn't it? So, actually, I guess maybe I had her eyes just a little bit too small. Okay. When I was watching the video, the earlier video, when I drew the line, the nose sits on this line that's halfway from the eye to the chin. And as I watched the video, I could see that that line that I eyeballed up there was a little high, and that's why I felt like the nose was not long enough. I really don't like this gesso on here, but that won't be there for long, I suppose. Okay. I like her wispy hair. You know, the neck comes down from the ear, so that line changes a little bit. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and set this